What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome to the Warframe video. And today we're going over yet another extremely powerful melee weapon, and that one is going to be the Fang Prime. Now, I don't think everyone really realized what has happened with the Fang Prime. It basically got some gigantic buffs. Like, we're talking some monumental buffs as far as the game is concerned, with Melee 2.9 in like October of last year. So, here's the stats right here. Let's quickly go to the wiki page just to show how big these buffs actually were. As always, make sure you check out the Twitch channel and sub to this YouTube channel if you have not already. So, previously, the Fang Prime was like the biggest meme of a trash weapon before. So the buff they gave it went from 5% crit chance, or from status chance, to 26, and same with the status chance. So from 5 to 26, they multiplied it by 5 and added 1% on just for good measure. They also almost doubled the crit damage multiplier from 1.5 to 2.6. And like increasing the base damage is also a pretty big deal, but they increased the base damage of pretty much all melee weapons with Melee 2.9. So the big thing is the crit chance and the status chance. It's so much higher now, like oh my god. And not to mention, the heavy attacks on this weapon have 4 slash procs as well. So it's really, really deadly now. And that guy that sold me a Riven for 6 plat in trade chat the other day probably didn't realize how good this was. So I bought a 6 plat Riven. I rolled the bunch, so that guy actually kind of won in the end because I wasted so much Kuva and didn't get anything good. But as I mentioned, we have really good stats here. 1 attack speed, so good attack speed. 26% crit chance, 2.6 multiplier, good crit stats there. Not going to be enough to get red crits without a additional crit source that is not just Blood Rush in your build. 1.75 range, a little bit low, but, I mean, they're 2 dual daggers, you kind of expect that. And then we have 26 status chance, with it being mostly puncture focused. And with the stance we're using today, though, you'll have some 4 slash procs, so don't worry too much about it. But yeah, that super high status chance, mostly going to be good for your elementals. Proccing puncture isn't very important. And the heavy attack is relatively nice as well. So let's quickly show it on some Exo Gokstrag officers. I call them Goostrag officers, but you know, they're probably not actually pronounced that. We are the pronunciation masters on this channel. I refuse to take any other opinions on that one. So this is with a Riven. Very good Riven, by the way. Killed him in 3 hits. So the combo we're using, Spinning Needle, the second hit of the standing combo does a 4 slash proc. Not a very powerful 4 slash proc, but a slash proc nonetheless. And yeah, we actually have a heavy attack build as well we're going to be showing here. Here's the heavy attack with the non-heavy attack build. 130-something thousand on the slash proc from the heavy attack. On the non-heavy attack build. So, pretty good stuff there. Now, it does kill these guys very, very quickly. And it will probably kill, like, honestly, every enemy in the game pretty quickly, to be fair. So, really, really improved. Like I said, with a pretty powerful Riven, not a godly Riven, but a very powerful Riven nonetheless. The Riven we have actually is kind of godly for a heavy attack build, so let's get into that in a second here. And now, I would also like to just point out, I have not fully formed this thing out. This is not even running Weeping Wounds right now, so if I was to put another form on here, to put Blood Rush on, I could actually fit on, Weeping Wounds if I really wanted to. This thing would proc more viral for sure, but then that really high puncture is also kind of like making so we're not proccing normal slash that often. So this build works totally fine. I definitely would prefer to. Now, unfortunately, if you want to put on corrosive or viral, you're going to need to actually. Like, I guess if you didn't have a Riven, you'd put the elemental mod here, and you just put Weeping Wounds in that last slot, or vice versa. So, yeah, you want to use Spinning Needle here. I haven't really tested out the other stances too much, but this one does work really well. The forward combo feels a little bit awkward, but this combo feels great. The true kiss. The kiss of love of the Fang Prime going from ugly duckling into a beautiful swan. And here is the heavy attack build, which is going to be focused on slash procs, and this is anti-Grenier setup currently. So you've got Corrupt Charge, so we don't ever go below 2x combo multiplier, although we do not build combo very reliably. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Prime Pressure Point for more damage. The Riven's got damage, range, critical chance, and Minus Infested. Smite Grenier for the slash procs. Killing Blow for faster attack speed on our heavy attacks, and more heavy attack damage. Amalgam Organ Shatter, more critical damage, faster attacks, heavy attacks, and then Focus Energy so we can use less heavy attacks with each heavy attack. Not a huge deal, but you know it's not too bad to have this. And then Prime Fury Strike for even more elemental damage. We are running Corrosive on this build. Alright, we're also not going to proc them with a Nuke Core because The most annoying thing about heavy attacks in this game is that you have to actually, like, you can't go from your nuke core to a heavy attack. You have to, like, swing it once first, so There we go. Slash procs for days. She is dead. She is dead. They should all be dead. Yep. And like this is, it still has a serviceable normal attack. Now, of course, we're not running Berserker on the heavy attack build. But if you didn't have a Riven or something, you technically could do that. So yeah, relatively nice stuff there. The heavy attack setup for this weapon is pretty powerful. So, very nice. Now that's the forward combo I was talking about. Like it lunges you forward, you like punch. You might think that was fun or funny looking. Like I personally am not a huge fan of that one. And then the standing block combo is that, where it knocks the enemy up a little bit. I definitely do prefer the standing one right there. So as you can see, even on the heavy attack build, I'm gonna do some decent slash proc just with a light attack. And there you go. So yeah, it's much better than before, to say the very least. And I do recommend you guys picking it up. It's a pretty cheap weapon to farm for or buy. Oh, we had the Twitch link on the screen the whole time. Whatever. So I do recommend that you pick it up. We're going to be using the light attack viral build here. Now, keep in mind, you can just switch it to corrosive whenever you want to at any point, or even switch it to another element if you wanted to. The way that its format is pretty much set up that way. And if you did have a Riven, you could definitely fit on more damage. You could fit on Weeping Wounds if you felt like it. Lots of stuff. So we're going to take it into a Steel Path survival really quickly. On Inaros, because I'm going to be doing an Inaros video in the near future. And I just wanted to see, like... I mean, I know you can get one shot against the Spectres in Steel Path, but in actual missions, how's he feeling? And you'll see. I mean, here's the thing about Inaros. He literally will get one shot if you stay long enough in survival, but, like, that's a lot of your day just sitting in one survival mission just to get one shot as Inaros, so... You know, up until that point, he should be okay for, like, you know, his abilities. Okay, we'll get into that. The video will be coming out next week, probably. But, yeah, the Fang Prime, on the other hand, really, really nice. We're running a viral, no Weeping Wounds build right now, just because I didn't have enough, I didn't feel like formatting it again. And when we proc them with the new core and hit them once, they're dead. Especially with this crit chance Riven, giving us red crits. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I mean, everything just dies, and it's 4 times... it's full squad spawns as a solo player in the Steel Path, so lots of Grittier died in the making of this video. And you know what? Like maybe they had it coming for them. I mean, they thought the Fang Prime still sucked, as a lot of people did, and then they're like, oh well, that guy's got a Riven for sure. So they're all dead now. There's the Inaros 1. Actually, I used an ability, okay? I used my 4. The Steel Path is serious, guys. You might need to actually use your 4 on Inaros. Alright, never mind. You don't actually need to use your 4 on Inaros, but you might want to consider using your 4 on Inaros. I did. So, yeah, that's pretty much the general gist of the video. These are good. They have really pushed... I mean, they buffed it so much. How could it not be good at this point? Since they were such trash before. 5% crit chance, 5% or maybe it was 8% status chance before. It was complete garbage. And we're much higher stats now. The crit chance definitely is noticeable. I think the crit multiplier the crit multiplier also got like almost doubled too. So like, you can't buff something that much and not expect it to be good. Especially with the heavy attack build. With those crazy slash procs. So, I'm not remembering what master rank this weapon is. Let me check actually. Weapon is master rank 10 now, so it takes a little bit to get to that for a lot of people, but you know, it is well worth it because this thing is pretty powerful. The Rivens are still pretty strong as well, 1.3 I believe in the disposition. So yeah, give it a shot. Telos Volta's video will be coming out soon, guys. I'm not really sure what the big fuss is about, because I've actually been finding some big problems with the Telos Volta's. About its main passive, so we'll get into that in the other video as well. Just more videos coming out, of course, on the channel. But the Telos Volta's feels great besides a couple things, besides its passive, pretty much, where you lose all momentum. But, yeah. The Fang Prime, on the other hand, you do the first 2 hits of that first combo, guaranteed slash procs, so you're getting red crits with the crit chance Riven. And yeah, I'd say God roll for this. Just, you know, attack speed, crit damage or crit chance, range, minus... Maybe not minus finisher, because some of these combos I think do knock enemies over for a finisher attack. So maybe minus slide crit would be better. Minus slide crit definitely would be better, but you know, Rivens are Rivens. There might be a Riven Anger Unleashed Full Salt Final Form video when they get that ribbon nerf out on PC with the Karis and the Panthera, but yeah, whatever. Either way, guys, this is good now. I will talk to you next time. Make sure you sub to the channel if you have not already. Hit that like button if you want to. Also, apparently ring the bell for notifications. That is something I probably should have been saying the entire time I've been making videos, but I just said it right there, so there you go. Ring that bell for notifications if you want to see when the videos go up. Basically, they go up at 10 a.m. my time every day, so there you go. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.